Alright, so we're going to go through the process of placing a construction entry exit soil cell, and then we'll go through a few of the edits there. Before we place this cell, we've got to build the reference elements, and so what I'm going to do is just go to the reference file in U1, and I'm going to turn the existing terrain on there. I'm going to come in and just go to properties, override symbology set to yes. I'm going to actually turn on break lines here. And then I'm going to just kind of zoom to this area right in here. And really what I'm doing, I'm just going to place a line right there. Say if I want an entry right in this area right here. So I'm going to come in and just choose place line. I'm going to just call this ref. I'm going to turn on the create 3D automatically. And then really I'm going to just come in and snap to that and to that. You can say it's about a 70-foot line. It's probably more than I need, but I don't forget what kind of width you need here. So if we'll look at the profile view here of this element. Alright, so what that create 3D automatically, which I want to go ahead and turn that off. That's one of those buttons you turn on when you want it. When you're done, make sure you turn it off because it creates 3D automatically. But it doesn't matter what you're doing, it's going to try to create 3D automatically. So if we choose this element, go to properties, I'm going to just set the upper, so what it does a best fit here vertically. So I'm going to just change that 5 feet upper envelope to 1. And, I could quite honestly, I could just do a, offset of the existing ground. If we zoom in, you can see that element's actually falling up pretty darn close there. So it doesn't look too bad. Is there any gap between that and the existing? Looks like it's right on top. So I think that's good. So I do want to go ahead and make this active. So I've already done that. Alright, then I'm going to place another element, and probably should be putting these on feature desk, but I'm not taking the time to do that. I'm going to just do it like a perpendicular line from this, and it's got to be, I think, at least 50 feet long. And then we should be ready to place the cell. Entrances, construction entry exit. You can see the 2 reference elements there. I'm going to say OK. Then locate the road edge of pavement, so that would be that. Locate the drive center line. Minimum 50 feet length, that's why it needs to be 50 feet long. This geometry looks good. You can see the direction of those elements. So this looks good, so I want to reset and accept this cell. Alright, you can see what this looks like. And then we'll go through edits next. Alright, so I'm going to just go to reference and cut the terrain model off here. And let's go through, like I said, a few of these edits here. I'm going to turn construction class off. Alright, and then so we do have a, if you right click and grab this edge here, EP left. And so basically what we're doing here, we're actually placing, I think really probably, this element here kind of controls everything about the cell. That's probably one of the first elements built in the cell. After that, we create some offsets here. So if you wanted to change its width, you would grab, the interval parent there. And then basically we've got an element here. So it looks like we actually created a complex that goes 20 feet each side there, and then we basically copied parallel that element 10 feet, and then basically from there we actually placed that settlement here. Alright, that's not the one I'm after. So, it's actually the arc, which is trim. So yeah, so the arc from element command here. Then you can change, obviously you can change your radius value here. and that length, which basically what we did, we copy parallel to create this, and then from that intersection we're placing an arc, 20 foot radius that is 15 feet long. So obviously you can change any of that. You can also change this, right? So if you want to back this up a little bit, if we want to make that negative uh, 15, you can see what that's going to do is move where that arc starts back. Right. Now, obviously there would be some type of limit there, I would think. Eventually you go far enough back, a 20-foot radius, is not going to really intersect this right here. So there would be some limitations there, but that's how you can control where those arcs start, and then also how to control the radius values and all that there. Profile wise, I think that's pretty much it. Vertically, we can, right now, if you wanted to change the length of this thing, we could just snap to this point here, and then ultimately, right, just come in here and right click and grab this element that we drew perpendicular, and change this length like that as needed. Like I said, I think it's whether you make those two edits. I really don't know. I do think initially, I think it's a 50-foot minimum there, and a lot of it depends on I don't know, 50 foot initially. You can change that similar to what I just did there. Vertical wise, sorry. So vertical wise. Alright, so vertical wise, we've got this element here. You see it's -4. And really what we've got, we're actually using a linear template here, which is it's a little different. But what it does, it allows us to come in here and use basically your overlay tool right in there. So we'll look at the cross section in just a little bit. I may go ahead and just look at the cross section here. Roll down this a little bit. And so kind of once you get in here and kind of get 90, you can kind of see what we're getting there. We're getting it's a that's that top of gravel there. I'm not sure about that terrain model there. I need to check on that. I'm not sure what I'm seeing there. There's it's an overlay component, right? It's just going down to existing ground. Again, I'm not exactly sure what I'm seeing a terrain model there, so I'll take a look at that and see. But you can kind of see what that looks like. We got one foot here, and what's controlling that is really just this template here. Right, and then also these profiles. If we look at this profile model, go to geometry and open profile model of that. Because we're just doing a 1 foot offset on this edge over here. And so the alignment really didn't have to be profiled. And then again, what we're actually doing is we're actually placing a template. So each edge of pavement vertically, right, is 1 foot. So again, if we'll grab those edge pavements, profile offset rule 1 foot. That's coming off the existing ground. Same thing on this edge pavement over there. And then we're basically placing a linear template. That linear template we just looked at over here, and we're actually targeting that element. We got a point control, I think, in here called right there, CC point control. And so basically that template is targeted at horizontally, right? And that's kind of how we're getting that, that other edge. Just template. That's how that template's drawn. And it basically is just doing a overlay in this area here. You can adjust that, right? So if you want to move, so basically we get 1 foot here. It's really just a transition down to the ground there, but you can adjust that. So if we change that to -6, that's going to back up, give me a little more transition from 0 gravel to 1 foot of gravel back here. All right, so as far as the cell, that's pretty much it.